Hi, you're watching Dr. Maria TV, and I'm Dr. Maria Church, your leadership host. This is the right place to be to create the organization, life, and business you love with your irresistible leadership. We've been hanging out together for a while, and I just have to ask, are you square? No, not that kind of square. Maybe you're a circle or a triangle. We can identify our personality tendencies with some very simple geometry. Yikes! No formulas, I promise. We are multidimensional people, and we have many sides to us. However, we do have natural tendencies that we can relate to one or two specific shapes. So for instance, triangle people are the ones that are always shooting for the stars, goal-oriented, reaching for more, and always the next. Circles are the ones in the organization that just want peace and harmony. They want everyone to get along. They're typically the ones in the organization that never miss a birthday, and they always plan the company picnics and holiday parties. And the squares are typically the process and procedure-oriented people. They're typically very linear and make sure that every I is dotted and every T is crossed. They are usually the ones in the organization that you would ask, what form do I fill out for travel? And then not only tell you what form to fill out, but how to fill it out and to whom it gets distributed. Then the last shape, that's the squiggle line. Have you stumped on that one, huh? The squiggle represents those people in an organization that cannot be contained by boundaries. They're the free thinkers, the creative force in the organizations. If we had an organization that was full of triangles, we'd have bruised elbows because everyone would be trying to reach their goals, so get out of their way. We also may not see completion of a project, as triangles may already be on to the next shiny goal. If we had an organization full of circles, it would be a fun place to work, but we may not get anything done. And if we had an organization that was full of squares, every I would be dotted, every T would be crossed, and we would probably lose market share because we weren't thinking outside of that box. Now, if our organization was full of squiggle lines, it would be extremely innovative with ideas bouncing off the walls. However, we would probably be over budget in a month and a half. So it's important to have representation of all these shapes on your team and in your organization to bring different perspectives and ideas for problem solving and creating. I would love to hear from you. What shape do you identify with the most, and what shape value do you bring to the table? What's the most challenging shape to work with, and how have you learned to leverage those unique qualities of each individual personality type? Let's continue our discussion after the episode. Come on over to drmariachurch.com and leave your comment. Did you enjoy this video? If so, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends, your coworkers, and your colleagues. If you would like even more resources to support you in your leadership development to create the organization, business, and life you love, come on over to drmariachurch.com and sign up for my email updates. I share additional resources and insights in my email that you won't find anywhere else, so come on over and join us. Be irresistible and leave a legacy that only you can. Thank you so much for watching Dr. Maria TV, and I'll see you next time. Then there's the squares. They're the process and procedure-oriented people. They're typically very linear and make sure that every die is... Let's start over with the squares.
Yep, no problem.
So it's important to have Did you just laugh? No, that's all right. I'm glad I entertained you. Okay. So it's important to have representation of all the shapes on your team and in your organization to bring different perspectives and ideas. Are you hungry?